It's been so long since I've had some quality alone time. Me. On a cruise? Usually, a quick drive out of town is all I can afford. But then I won that cruise ship vacation in some sweepstakes that I entered on a whim. Can you believe it? Me, on a high-tech cruise ship. I still can't believe it. And yet, here I am, relaxing on the deck of the violet skies and drinking in the gorgeous open ocean sunshine. I beckoned the robotic waiter over. Ooh.
Would you like a drink?
There's a soft whir as he brings up my digital ticket and gathers my information. What is my name anyway?
Moira Gizm?
Strawberry daiquiri sounds pretty good.
Right away, Moira Gizm. Gizm?
I lean back into my chair. I can't help but think about the tone I took with that robot. It was just a machine, but I was being so nice to it. Just to force a habit, I suppose. I try to be kind whenever possible. Everyone responds well to a bit of kindness. Waiter returns with my drink. Your strawberry daiquiri, Moira Gizm. I thank the robot and take my daiquiri. It's light and fruity with just the right amount of kick. The waiter leaves to attend to other clients. I settle back into my chair, happily sipping my drink. Life couldn't be better. Ooh, somebody hits me in the face. But apparently, it's about to get worse. Oh my god. Is that Michael Jordan? A man runs past screaming.
The lifeguard! It's gone crazy!
Oh my god, that's a lifeguard? The robotic lifeguard is right behind him. Its hand a bloodied mess. His hand a bloodied mess. Sometimes something dances across its optics like small words on a newsreel. The robot switches its focus from the panicking man to me.
It's time for your swimming lesson.
This does not seem good. I need to do something, and I need to do it right away. Get the hell out of here. I run for my life, recognizing a bad situation when I see it. I can hear the lifeguard's heavy footsteps behind me, quickly catching up to me. Then I feel a hand grab the back of my arm. Surely this is it. This is how I'm going to die. I'm pulled away. Ooh, into the arms of another robot.
Sorry about the manhandling, my friend. I just needed to get you out of harm's way.
Ooh, the new robot pushes me behind it. I get a pretty good look at it. It is a police assistance robot designed to enter dangerous areas that humans have trouble navigating. But it's wearing a trench coat and a nice hat. How odd. The robot stands between me and the lifeguard. It's time for your swimming lesson. Actually, I believe it's time for yours. Your style. With a mighty swing, my hero punches the lifeguard robot square in the jaw. The force of the punch is enough to send it off balance, and it stumbles towards the railing. And right over it, into the ocean. The robot claps its hands together self-assuredly. Then it looks at me. You okay there, buddy? I nod, still a bit confused. My adrenaline is still pretty high from the near-death experience as well. Good thing I was in the area. Your method for dealing with crazed robots could have gotten you killed. I try to process the statement through the haze of bewilderment and adrenaline. You see, when you took off running, that just made the lifeguard want to chase you more. There's no outrunning a robot. The robot never runs out of breath. But still, it showed that you know when to retreat and regroup, that you'd rather avoid escalating a conflict. That's the sign of a true good cop right there. I smile. Thanks? I should probably introduce myself. My identifier is CL42H, Crime Investigation Assistance Automata. Folks around the precinct call me Clash. And you are? The robot, Clash, doesn't even try to bring up my information. Why not scan my digital ticket and find out? I'm not connected to the ship's network. I'm not connected to any networks permanently, actually. I could pull off a peer-to-peer local connection for a few seconds, but even then it's a risky move. Can't risk getting hacked like that poor sap I just sent over the railing. Oh, fair enough, I guess. My name's Moira Gizem. A pleasure to meet you, Moira Gizem. The robot reaches out to shake my hand. Ooh. Its hands are metal and skeleton-like. I'll shake his hand. Shake his hand. I said that like that. But despite the inherent creepiness of this robot, something about it, or him maybe, puts me at ease. Could it be a romance with a robot? I don't know if I like this. He feels trustworthy. I shake his hand. Clash then places his finger on his temple as though he is thinking. What's his temple in this scenario here? It looks like a big camera lens. And download complete. Damn. Still nothing useful. That murderous vessel is always one step ahead of me. What? Yes, I'm here to crack the case of the murderous vessel. So, you're a detective? Yes, I am. Well, I'm trying to be. Look, I'm not like most CIAs. I'm sentient. Alive. Or at least, I'm pretty sure I am. The suits down at the precinct have their doubts. If I am definitely sentient, then that means I qualify for human-level rights. They aren't sure I actually qualify yet. So they figure, if I can solve this case, then that shows that I'm at a human level of cognition. Therefore, they'll hire me on full-time and give me the same sort of rights and benefits that the human officers have. If I can't solve it, then it's back to being an appliance. Okay, what the fuck? Again, the what? Okay, the murderous vessel. That's what I call the memories of machinery. Never heard of it. Good. It was classified to hell and back. The memories of machinery was a high-tech cargo vessel. One day, it vanished. No one could contact the ship or any crew members that were aboard. No one could trace it for weeks. Then it was sighted again by a small fishing boat. The ship was using its crane to methodically slice the flesh off a sperm whale, smearing chunks of the whale's meat on its decks. Then it approached the small boat that sent in the sighting. We lost contact and can only assume that they perished. And that was just the first time. Similar sightings have occurred each time the signal was lost. We've been keeping it quiet at the precinct, telling people it's just unusual ocean currents causing all these boats to vanish. But people are starting to clamor. We need to get this issue settled before word gets out and causes a panic. I'm here to find out what happened to the memories of machinery to cause it to act so strangely. I'm also here to decommission the ship and arrest the responsible parties. So I'm keeping myself busy. You're pretty You're pretty forthcoming with this information. Huh, you're right, I was. It's almost as if I spilled the beans on not just one, but 2 classified issues. And now you know about them. Looks like I'll have to hire you as my assistant now. Hire me? I'm on vacation. The only people who are supposed to know about the murderous vessel and my possible sentience are those who are working at the precinct. Everyone else could get in serious trouble. Hell, someone might have to kill him to keep him quiet. Is that a threat? From me, Moira Gizem, that's a warning. From anyone else at the precinct, that might be a threat. Besides, I could use the help. The funny thing about being a machine is I don't pick up on things the way a human does. Even as a sentient bot, there's a lot of things I miss or see differently. Especially without some sort of network connection I can cross-reference. I need a human perspective on this case. And I like the cut of your jib. So yes, I blabbed about the situation so that you would have to be hired on as my assistant. So, you in? Do I really have a choice? Well, you'll have plenty of choices to make throughout this adventure. Except for this one. This is the dumbest brand of logic I have ever seen. I will be getting paid, right? You'll get the same paycheck I do, which at the moment is admittedly nothing. But once we crack the case and prove I'm sentient, I'll get a good paycheck. And I'll make sure you get one too. So, now, are we settled? Let's do some sleuthing, partner. Now, I was able to download some data from that robot over a local network. The lifeguard was hacked, presumably by whoever's behind all this. Why would they hack a lifeguard? Good question. There's been other cases of the cruise ship robots being hacked. Granted, it manifested as annoying mishaps, and the robots were always able to recover quickly. This is the first time it got so violent. It's always robots that are in close contact with tourists, Lifeguards, waiters, janitors, never any autopilots or navigators. My theory is that it's easier to crack the tourist-focused bots than the staff-focused ones. Either that or this jackass wants individualized civilian casualties. Or hell, maybe he's just trying to keep me distracted. Sure kept me busy for a few crucial moments trying to save you. Unfortunately, I can't decrypt the data that I have. Well, why not? I need access to the network to boost my processing power enough to crack it. But the risk of getting hacked is way too high. Is there anyone on board that can decrypt the data? Well, there is a guy. Jasper Callan, ethical hacker. I had him decrypt another code that led me to the lifeguard. Without him, I might not have gotten to you when I did. Smart fellow, but he's kind of a douche, frankly. He keeps wanting to hack into my psyche and see what makes me sentient. That is, kind of messed up. Exactly what I told him. It wouldn't be like pulling apart a machine. It would be like digging through a human soul. Callan doesn't see it that way. He just sees me as a robot who's very good at faking it. I told him he must be familiar with the signs, since all of his girlfriends must have done so. He told me where I could stick my magnifying glass. I told him I had neither a glass nor that specific anatomy to place it in. Maybe we should take that data to him? Yeah, we should. Of course, we do have other options. You said that the robotic waiters were targeted? Yes, why? Maybe we could talk to one of the waiters here. You really think they might know something? Let me follow that up with another question. Do you really think they'll be willing to share? It's worth a shot. They might even enjoy the company. Then again, automated waiters have a tendency to be quite blunt. If you get an answer out of them, then it'll certainly be an honest one. Too honest, maybe. Of course, we do have other options. What about this weird ship? Yeah, you and me both. Clash pauses. He has an air of surprise about him. I can't believe I didn't think of this before, but there's a research station on board. Really? More of a small library, really. It could possibly have some data about the memories. Possibly. Hopefully. But it's better than nothing. Does sound, useful. If we're lucky, they'll have clues pointing us towards potential perpetrators. Of course, we do have other options. So those are all the options, then? For now, yes, it would seem so. I'll let you decide our approach. What? Why me? Because I need you to put that human intuition into practice. So where to next? Let's see. We've encoded data from the thing. Talk to the waiters. Let's start from the top. We'll be systematic. Ugh. Okay, let's go. I warn you, he's a sleazy lad. Ooh, this is, like, really cool looking. We duck into a hallway. Clash enters one of the cabins. I follow him. Hey, Callahan. Oh, Callan. It's my boy. Not yours or anyone else's. You're a robot. Legally, you have to belong to someone. Jasper Callan immediately strikes me as a douche. And who's your friend here? That's a tight booty you got there. Jasper Callan is definitely a douche. I'm gonna have to ask you to refrain from speaking to my assistant that way. Assistant? Since when does a human kowtow to a robot? You're a sad, strange little man. We have a job for you. Straight to business, huh? No hellos or flirtatious remarks? Why the hell would I flirt with you? Because look at me. What does he look like? No. Oh, forget it. So, you guys got a job for me, huh? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't stop by just for some tea. I gleaned some data off a hacked lifeguard. It's encrypted and I can't crack it on my own. If you wanted, you could connect to my network for a bit to decrypt it. Like hell I would. Just decrypt it and we will go. I don't know, CL42H. The hell are you dragging your feet for? It's just business, bro. So look, let's cut a deal. I'll decrypt this data for you if you let me hack into your systems. No. Look, I just want to see what makes you tick. You're a psychopath. You're a psychopathic sociopath, Callan. Look, I'm human. You're a robot. What I say goes. And I say let me look at your tender code and see what's up. Use my wiles? I have wiles. Use your fist. Yeah, no. Fuck that guy. I sigh sweetly and lean over a nearby chair. I'm gonna show him my tatas. I'll make sure my rear end is sticking out just enough to be noticeable. Jasper notices. Mr. Callan, I'll admit, you aren't really my type. But you know, if you decrypt this for us, maybe I'll make an exception. Jasper is staring blankly at me. I don't think he's used to this sort of positive attention. I continue with the ruse. I'll make it worth your while if you help us out. I'm not even just talking about a date here. You want some new equipment, a blank check, a favor in a time of need? I wink at him. I'll oblige. You just gotta decrypt that data for me. Jasper cracks a lopsided grin. Part of me is thinking this is a ruse, but I'm willing to risk it for booty. Give me the data. A USB stick pops out from the side of Clash's head. He hands it to Jasper. Thank you kindly. Give me some time, I'll decrypt this. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I do this. Jasper takes the USB stick, jams it into his computer, and begins his work. That leaves me and Clash some time to talk. That was some quick thinking there, Moira Gism. A bit uncomfortable, but quick nonetheless. Thanks. Hey, I'm just calling it where I see it. You've got a good instinct for situations like these. I'm just sorry you had to demean yourself a bit. Hey, I wasn't forced into it. I chose to do it. True, that was all on you. But, I'm a bit concerned. You were really quick to start flirting. I doubt Jasper would have the guts to force anything, but... you're worried? Well, yeah. I've seen humans come into the precinct throwing their bodies at the officers like nothing special. The stories that they had were tough, heartbreaking. It takes a lot of hardship to get a human to that point. Look, for me, it's not a common occurrence. At all. Oh, that's good to hear. Still, be careful. I will, Clash. Jasper Callan suddenly stands up. Gone is his earlier impish personality. He's completely serious now. This is not good. What have you got, Callan? The data from the lifeguard? They were orders to cause a distraction. Stir up and beat up some people just to keep them busy. Why? Got me? Whoever wrote the code was smart enough to keep their name out of it, but there was another name. Silas. Silas. You know him, Clash? I'm not sure. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure, actually. It sounds familiar. I remember a new program a few years back about a new navigational AI program called Silas. It was gonna eliminate the need for human crew members. It had a higher recognition time and would avoid potential collisions more efficiently. It also had a secondary goal, studying and comparing cetacean intelligence to human. Unfortunately, Silas decided that the best way to compare would be to merge, hence why he was shut down. I whispered to Clash so that Jasper won't overhear. So then it's not a human we're looking for? Clash responds just as quietly. No, I think we'll still be looking for whoever unleashed Silas. They shut down that project pretty quick, so someone had to have reactivated him. We're still on the same track we were. There's just a rampant AI involved now. What are you guys whispering about? Clash goes back to speaking normally. Confidential matters. Are you able to track where the data came from? No, I can't source it. If you give me some more time with it, I can see what I can do. That might take a few hours, though. Got it, Callan. In the meantime, we'll keep up our investigation. Sure thing. Jasper looks worried. This is real serious, huh? Yeah. Even more serious than I had suspected. Oh, even more serious than I had suspected. Jasper is quiet as he lets this sink in. I'm sorry I was being difficult. If I'd known there was a rogue AI involved. There's a lot you aren't allowed to know. Still, I'm sorry. You can fix it by tracing the signal source. Sure thing, Clash. Clash nods respectfully to Jasper Callan. We start to leave Jasper's cabin so that he can work in peace. He calls after me. Oh, hey, so when things slow down, how about we grab some dinner? Just you and me. Maybe some candles and smooth jazz. That was all of Rue. Sorry, bye!